It's been a long, wet and windy winter, but we're now into spring and we've got broody hens dropping left, right and centre. So we need to make sure our coops are immaculate and hygienic, ready for those tiny chicks. Welcome to English Country Life. My name's Fiona and together with my amazing husband Hugh, we run this small holding here in South Lincolnshire in the UK. Now it's really good practice for every chicken keeper to on a regular basis be cleaning down the inside and outside of the coop and the surrounding area so it's hygienic. But for us, because we breed Buff Orpingtons, we use the natural broody instincts of those hens. So they're going to be inside the coops for 3 weeks and then hatching their chicks. So we are really thorough at this time of year. And in this video, we're going to show you exactly what we do and some of the products that we use. All of our coops sit on paving slabs and there are a couple of really good reasons for that. The first is it gives a flat surface for our coops to sit on, but the second is it stops any rodents during the winter months from actually burrowing into the ground underneath the coop and making use of the radiated heat from the chickens. So when we get to spring, those slabs do need some cleaning down. There can be moss that's gathered, there can be lichen, there can be algae too, none of which is a great clean surface. So the first thing we're going to do is clean all of that down. Before spraying, we move all of the built up mud that's accumulated on the slabs over winter. First we use a stiff brush and then a hose to remove the remainder of the dirt. Once this is done, we need the slabs to dry, and at that point we can start thinking about applying something to control any green growth on the slabs. What we use to clean slabs is a concentrate called Patio Force under the Storm brand, and that's from our friends at lodi-uk.com. It contains biodegradable ingredients and doesn't contain any bleach or acid, but it's incredibly effective against all types of green growth, including algae, lichen and mould on all types of hard surfaces. We use it on all of our slabbed areas. We don't have a patio, but we do have extensive concrete areas in our barnyard that we use it on, as well as cleaning the paving under the chicken coops. We're mixing just 600 millilitres of Patio Force in 2 litres of water in one of our sprayers as it goes a long way. Now we can start on the coops. Now the first job is to remove any of the soil bedding that's left inside, and thankfully this Nestera Lodge has got droppings trays so we can just pull them out and dump the contents into a trug. There's still some remnants of bedding inside the coop, but these are easily removed with a dustpan and brush. On this coop, the nest boxes are removable, so these are taken off next and any bedding removed. Now we're going to leave the nest boxes off to make cleaning them easier. I'm going to get the perches out next, which are covered in dirt that the chickens have dragged in on their feet. Now they do like digging after all. We're going to clean the perches and we're going to use one of our favourite cleaning products. It's the Poo and Insect Remover, which is also a Storm product brand from lodi-uk.com. Now for a spray that costs less than £10, it packs a huge punch. We'll also use it to get rid of dried insects on our windscreens. Now we spray the perches outside in an open area and leave it to work for just a few seconds, and then we'll wipe with a dried cloth to get any dried and ground mud and bird faeces off those perches. We don't need a scrubbing brush, just a cloth. Now we'll leave those to dry while we do small cleaning in the coops, as we want the perches to be perfectly dry before returning them to the coop itself. Before scrubbing the inside of the coops, we like to give them a quick hose off before getting involved with any real elbow grease. We'll also take the roof of the coop off, as it makes accessing all the nooks and crannies much easier. It's just warm soapy water that we use for the main wash down of the coop. Sometimes we use a scrubbing brush, but for our plastic coops they fare better with a sponge, as we find they are much easier to clean and faeces don't adhere to plastic in the same way that they do with wood. Then it's just a plain old simple rinse off with a hose and plain water to remove any remaining soapy water. The final stage of our clean down is to spray with a poultry friendly disinfectant. This boosts our biosecurity by killing off any bacteria that might remain from faeces cleaned out of the coop. Now DEFRA, the UK government department responsible for animal biosecurity, publish a list of disinfectants that are safe to spray inside coops, and a link to that is in the description below. Then one final rinse down before drying the coop. All we need to do now is put the coop back together and add new clean bedding. Now we do add some Desi dust from our partners at lodi-uk.com, and that's from the Organex brand. Now, Desi dust is a natural organic entrapment powder which contains diatomaceous earth. That's made up of tiny fossilised silica diatoms, and natural silica has many uses, absorbing moisture, fats and oils. The small amount sprinkled in the coop bedding can reduce odours, reduce the risk of bacterial breeding grounds, and can also serve to help control insects, including mites that might try and take up residence in your coop. Once all of this is complete, the coop is ready for the hens to move back in. So that's our clean down complete. Our Nestera Lodge is ready to go. And these are the products which we've used. They're all from our friends at lodi-uk.com. And the first is the Patio Force. That gets rid of any lichen, algae, moss on the patio slabs that the coops sit on. But the one that I wish I'd known about sooner and I adore is the bird poop and insect remover. This makes cleaning those perches so much easier. Just spray it on, leave it a few seconds, wipe it down. The perches are absolutely immaculate. I love this stuff. And then finally, we have used the Organex Desi dust. Now, all we've done is sprinkle a little bit of this in the bedding, and that helps reduce the risk of red mite in the coop. Really, really good idea to be using that. Now, if you have liked this video, give us a thumbs up down below. If you've got a question for us that you want to know more about, just pop it in the comments and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And we may even make another video if it's something which we can delve into in a bit more detail. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit subscribe and the bell icon, and that's a completely free service and you get to know as soon as every video is published. But for now, thanks for watching and we look forward to seeing you next time.